Good morning and welcome to this morning's morning report. First up from the Mirror, Keely Bunker trial. Accused forced other girls 16 into sex act on her birthday. Wesley Street, who is standing trial charged with the murder of Keely Bunker, has been accused of forcing himself upon a 16-year-old girl on her birthday at the end of a party. A man accused of raping and murdering a barmaid as he walked her home after a night out forced a girl to perform oral sex on her 16th birthday, a court heard. Wesley Street, 20, has gone on trial accused of killing Keely Bunker, 20, before dumping her body in undergrowth in a park. Keely was discovered lying face down in a pond hours after she was reported missing when she failed to return home from a rap concert. A court heard her partially clothed body was found by her uncle covered by branches in Wigginton Park, Tamworth, Stafford, at around 9 p.m. on September 19th last year. She had her leggings and underwear pulled partially down and had been strangled to death, a jury was told. Keely's trusted friend, Street, is currently on trial accused of rape and murder at Stafford Crown Court. Street also denies 2 further counts of rape, 3 sex assaults, and 1 count of sexual activity with a child relating to 3 other women. My God, this guy needs a noose. What a dirty scumbag. Moving on to the Mail. There's a lot of real tragedy in the papers this morning. Evil mum bribed her 5-year-old daughter with chocolate and lollies to make the little girl have sex with her and her boyfriend. The couple spoke about incestuous relationships during talks of sexual fantasies. The woman then undressed her daughter and took photographs. I mean, this is the girl's mum. Seriously, what is going on in today's world? Bribed her own kid with chocolate and lollies to take part in a threesome. The woman, who cannot be identified, abused her daughter on 4 separate occasions between October 2017 and April 2018 in Northland, northern New Zealand. She tried to argue that she faced abandonment issues due to a troubled childhood and feared her partner would leave if she did not comply with his sexual requests. If you're with a guy that wants to sleep with your daughter, seriously with the wrong guy, that's just sick. The judge, Duncan Harvey, slammed her behaviour as inexplicable and ugly. Yeah, just a tad. That's just, yeah, beggars belief. 5 reasonable excuses that police will accept if you're not wearing a face covering. Now, rumour on the grapevine is that this is going to be legislation. They are going to pass it into law. Apparently they're using some health act from, and I'm not making this up, 1984. I know, you couldn't make it up, could you? Not the book, but a health act that was passed in 1984. So it's looking like it will be legislation, so it will be the law that you're required to wear one. But there are 5 exceptions, and those include: 1, people with physical and mental illness or impairments, if putting on and wearing a face mask could cause distress. So you could just blag that putting a face mask on causes you distress. 2, people with breathing difficulties. You could claim to be asthmatic. Anyone with or providing assistance to someone who relies on lip reading to communicate. I suppose you could take a friend along with you and stick him or her in a pair of sunglasses and try and blag he's blind or she's blind. 4, anyone who needs to eat, drink or take medication can remove the face covering. I suppose you could walk around the shop with a can of Coke. 5, any person who has been asked to remove their face covering by a police officer or official. So yeah, it's basically looking like if you want to get away with this, then your options are: putting on a face mask causes you severe distress. You can also say you're asthmatic or COPD or something like that. you could, I suppose, technically claim that you haven't had a drink in a while and go in with a bottle of water and drink from your water. But yeah, it is looking like it's going to be passed into legislation using this 1984 Health Act. So, unless you're prepared to blag it, you might have to grin and bear it, I'm afraid. Now let's see what else is going on in the world. The dam that could start a war between Egypt and Ethiopia. Tensions rise as 3 billion mega project built by Chinese firms begins filling up, threatening to reduce the Nile to a trickle. Oh dear. Migrant workers in Qatar face structural racism, says UN report. Oh, the UN says everybody and everywhere is racist. Brexit vote hits Leave areas the hardest. Yeah, I'm sure it does. IOPC to probe Suffolk police after black couple quizzed. Well, that's from the BBC, so that's going to be complete and utter dribble. Labour set to apologise to anti-Semitism whistleblowers. About bloody time as well. What else is happening? Not a great deal by the looks of it. Sport. Sunak faces MPs over economic impact of COVID-19. More COVID-19. Terrified teachers updating their wills over fears of getting fatally ill with coronavirus if schools reopen too soon. Seriously? Are you lot not listening to the scientists and the doctors that say children are probably the lowest risk of transmission? It's just getting beyond a joke. Mum pimped out 3 of her kids for sexual abuse to multiple men. What is going on with mothers at the moment? And that looks about it. Maxwell may open up to strike a deal as she faces dying in prison. If she opens up to strike a deal, she'll definitely die in prison rather sooner than expected. And that looks about it this morning. Yeah, coronavirus, sport, coronavirus, Meghan Merkel, who cares? Alright, I think we will leave it there for this morning. You all be safe out there, and if you can't be safe, win.